part of a relatively new program called LASER, which is being used and expanded by the LAPD to get in front of the crime problem in violent neighborhoods such as the Newton area of LA. It can zero in on offenders and hotspots using 15 different data sources that connect the dots via computer in a way that humans might easily miss. Police crunch historical data to determine high crime areas, then send more officers to patrol those areas. It also creates a list of people more likely to commit crimes based on their past behavior. Also, interview cards that patrol officers submit after stopping people on the street are reviewed by a crime intelligence unit, paying special attention to mentions of guns, robberies, and people with violent criminal histories. License plate scanners and cell phone trackers are also up for grabs in this system. Officers on the job call this a tremendous step forward. In the Newton area, called Shootin' Newton, you can guess why, crime dropped according to officials. So you might ask, what's the problem? Well, privacy advocates say the operation just isn't transparent enough. It has no clear oversight and unjustly focuses on keeping ex-convicts under suspicion. Once on the list, your chances of scrutiny can go up, as well as your chances of being identified wrongly in a crime. Now, supporters say LASER works because it's effective but takes a different approach than, say, New York's banned stop and frisk policy, in which officers disproportionately targeted law-abiding minorities. People close to the project have told media that LASER analysts purge lists to remove people who haven't committed a crime in more than 6 months. But there's no requirement for that. So whose standard is the LAPD going by? And why haven't more people heard about this program? Well, that could be because the $1 million or so that fund the program didn't come from a city budget. It came from the federal government. The LASER program launched in the Newton area in 2011 and has now expanded to 7 additional areas of Los Angeles. It's got police departments across North America paying very close attention, so like it or not, it could be coming to a town near you in the near future.
Know that LASER relies on data that is collected from patrol officers and parole compliance units, as well as historical stop data, arrest data, citations, and crime reports. Why this is important is that with any program that runs off an algorithm, the algorithm can only make predictions based on the data set that it is given, and it will look for patterns within that data set and reproduce and amplify them. So when you feed a predicting program, such as Operation LASER, data about specific neighborhoods or individuals and leave out other neighborhoods where LAPD patrols are not really focused, it's going to generate predictions based on those same neighborhoods and individuals, and that creates a feedback loop, effectively sending officers back to the same neighborhoods and people over and over again.
And yet, if there was ever a program that is not transparent, it is the LASER program of Palantir. In fact, it's so damn not transparent that the creator of the program, Palantir, doesn't fully understand the program, doesn't know how to control the program. It's kind of like a bad science fiction movie. All of these tentacles of intelligence gathering go out, data is fed into 1,000 different places. It's hackable. It's been hacked in other communities where it's been deployed. When Palantir has tried to correct the hacking, it doesn't know how to correct the hacking.
We must know more about this program. We demand to know what communities are impacted by the LASER program, and we demand that the LASER list be released. We support the lawsuit of our colleagues because we know these insidious systems of surveillance help create deadly situations, and those situations have resulted in LAPD continuing to be the most murderous police force in the nation.
Thank you.
What's going on, YouTube family? I just wanted to drop a quick video real quick, and I wanted to speak on the many different facets of these targeting surveillance systems. Now, there's many different facets. You know, I hear people talk about COINTELPRO. I hear people speaking of PSYOPs, and I'll say, yes, you're absolutely right. But you can't factor out these types of programs such as ROPE and LASER that are going on in these communities that are using these algorithm programs. They're feeding this software algorithms. Now, as you can see in this this article, Los Angeles officers suspended after a boy is wrongly labeled a gang member. So now this is the problem with these surveillance programs, that even though you are not a criminal, you can still be targeted, and you will be targeted. That's the whole point and purpose that I add content to my channel, especially dealing with programs called Rope. A lot of people haven't heard of those programs, but I was a victim of that program. And I am not saying that people who are targeted are criminals, because in the first half of this video, none of those people look like criminals to me. But guess what? Their communities are being targeted by these surveillance programs. So I'm going to sign off right here. I'm going to leave a couple of links in the description. You can check out these articles and you can read up on what's going on out here in California. If you have any comments, leave them down below. If you have any programs that's going on in your community, let me know about them. I'll do a few videos on those. I'll get more in depth a little later about these programs, but right now I just wanted to upload this video real quick so you can see what's going on in California, in the Los Angeles area.